Not watching F1 esports? Well, you've come to the right place, buddy. Welcome to F12 in PSGL PlayStation Divisions. Here in the 11th round of 15. Yes, 11 already. I know, it's crazy. After a week off because of some other race that everyone was more prepared for, it's time for the Suzuka International Racing Circuit's turn to host a race. Here in Japan, of course, the south of Japan, just about 40 miles away from Nagoya, which is one of the major cities of Japan. As you can see, the way the buildings are shaped, this is a downhill, slightly downhill, front stretch. We see we have 15 drivers on your screen. It's a very close driver fight, I tell you, for the title. J-Ray Bay is your leader with 72. AMS is second with 69. Nice. Marche, who, yeah, he is here tonight. He's in a McLaren. If I can get the right driver, there it is. Volcano is in the first driver out. Marche is on 67. DBW is on 66, and Dra XRL is on 64, who has 4 wins, and everyone, well, actually not everyone else. DBW has 2, and all the top 3 have 1 win each. Dra has either scored a win or failed to score. That is a funny, that is a actually very funny instance, a very funny scenario. If you don't know who I am Attacker Logan. Unfortunately, our regular commentator could not be here tonight, so I have to do overtime. Ah, brilliant! I get to commentate on these guys. Way better than watching that F1 thing that's going on right now. Whoever's in it. Yes. So, each of the top 6 have won at least once. And the gap between 1st and 6th is 13 points. The gap between 1st and 5th is 8 points. These last 5 races, Suzuka, Mexico City, Austin, Baku, and Sao Paulo, all very crucial to the championship. As we see Volcano making his voyage through the final corners to start his first lap of this session. DRS zone. This is the only DRS zone going down this front stretch as they head into the first corner, which is entitled First Corner. That's simple. And then coming into the second corner before the S-curves. Most famous part of this track, I'd have to say. You're going to see something like this in the Jeddah circuit, which is coming to the game next month. So not a long way away. How exciting will it be? Probably not. Now coming through the Dunlop curve, you've got to be very careful with the throttle with this one, and you've got to be careful with Degner as well. There's 2 curves named Degner, Degner 1 and Degner 2. Going on the outside there very nicely, and then a fast swooping right-hander into the hairpin straight away, braking hard, and coming out of there, it's a long turn 12. Again, you've got to be careful where you place the car in relation to steering, and then brake nicely for the spoon curve. Don't go too wide or you invalidate. Get a nice entry and exit out of the 14th turn, and then make your way up on the back stretch, and then the crossover point. Remember, this is the only figure 8 circuit on the calendar, and the only figure 8 circuit to ever be in F1, coming through 130R at a massive speed, 190 miles per hour before the Casio triangle, slowing right down for that, and out of the final corner nicely through, and going in the inside to set the time of 129.619. That is the time to beat. DVW is next on the scene, and he goes faster by exactly 4 tenths. Next should be William Venshore, and he goes 129.010, 2 tenths faster. But here's the championship leader, second in the championship. The championship leader is J-Ray Bay, who is yet to start. Heavy T now starting. He was in Division F10 last season. Unfortunately, he's dropped down to F12. Let's see if he can get back up through this division for season 30. Of course, some of our best drivers came from the lower divisions, including Wilson Hughes, who is now in the McLaren Shadow Esports Academy. That is the esports team, the development team, alongside Tomek Brajic, another PSGL driver. Morte has invalidated, unfortunately he will not be eligible for a time. Heavy T coming around Degner 2. Let's see how his cornering is at the hairpin. Oh, as you can see, some of the drivers have to move off the track just to let them through. Jay Raby's on mediums for his first lap. The championship leader going an interesting strat here, going on mediums for the first lap. It's probably going to have to get a hang of it. He's maybe not too accustomed to the climate of this track. Of course, it's a very hilly circuit, and that makes it one of the greatest circuits in Formula 1. It's been here since 1987, and Jay Raby, the championship leader, will have to go again. He can definitely do one more lap on these tyres, but of course he doesn't have to. Of course, softs are available. You see, he had to go off the track there to let 3 cars through. They had priority, being the faster driver. Heavy T goes last, bottom of the bunch for now. Volcano has done 2 laps on the softs. Tambar also in the Red Bull. It's still in white, as he is I can't seem to get a I cannot seem to get a good view of Tambar's car. There we go. For some reason it got stuck on the cockpit. Mark Hanley is starting his first lap. There's only 4 viewers, but I wonder why. Darn F1. Now the majority of the PC F1 drivers are in that. You know who they are. If you don't, what have you missed? You've missed a lot. F13 is currently in its closing stages right now. Oh, Vicky's here. Hold on 1 second. I'm just checking if I have missed anyone. So we're going to see Mark Hanley. Not Mark Hanley. Who is that? It's not Heavy T. Tambar starting out lap. Hold on 1 second, I'm going to be back in 1 moment. I do believe Vicky needs to be added. As we see, Tambar has crashed out of Degner 2. Unfortunately, that means he will not be able to set a time, so he will start at the back of the grid unless somehow Mark Hanley and Jay Raby do not set a time. Kalka is on the only one on a lap, and he will set a time good enough for third, or 7-3. Vicky said he would be joining mid-quali, and he's just got the invite. As requested, here he is. He will be eligible to set a lap. Kyle has, of course, has just set a lap. Currently on a lap is Jirabe, once again on mediums. I do not understand the reasoning behind this, honestly. I don't think it's bad at all. He may have his reasons. Maybe he's not happy with how the softs are performing, perhaps. I am watching the other thing I am not mentioning, and that is in the rain. Some guy named David is currently leading. That's all I'm saying. You know what it is. Come on. Should be... Karzan's also joined. Hold on a minute. Karzan's our 7th place driver. He is 20 points off of 6th. 20 points off of 6th place, and he's 7th. As there's a spinner, I do believe that is... or it's just Morris Hayes slowing down. Let's see who's closest to finishing a lap. It's AMS! What does it stand for? I mean, we're in Japan, so it could be Aston Martin Shogun. Okay, maybe not, but, you know, it would make sense. The Aston Martin Shogun here in Japan has set the fastest sector too. I'm not sure if that is accurate, but we shall find out once he gets to the finish line. As Vicky has joined the lobby. Joined the race. And the time from AMS will be good enough to take provisional pole. He's 3/4 of a second faster than last time, and that will be good enough to be on top for now, as Heavy T is currently going around the S's, as we now see Nurshik in the Mercedes, the black Mercedes, as I like to call it, the Black Panther, because it basically is, let's be honest. They should keep this, but they're switching back to grey next year, which is a shame, and he goes 6th. So only one in the 128 so far. So you see Heavy T coming around. Oh dear, he's lost it! He's lost it and he's in the wall! Heavy T is out of the session, and it looks like he will be well down the order for the race. Marks, hey, that's a lovely shot coming out of the first corner. Keep it up, Codemasters. Please. As he comes through the S's. J-Ray Bay still the only driver to do a lap on mediums, and he's on 8th right now. This could be a good strategy though. He will get to start on the mediums if his time is fast enough in the top 10. He will get to start on it, and he will be on the alternate strategy. And he speeds into the pits, which will get him a fine for sure. Just joking. James Dovey has invalidated. Mark Ainley still on a lap. On the Alfa Romeo, which the Andretti takeover of it failed, apparently. So long live Alfa Romeo! Woohoo! No offense to Andretti, sorry. Did not work out. But you know, I prefer if Alfa Romeo stayed in the sport. Oh, Davey has invalidated right at the end. What a shame. Not sure if he would have been faster, but regardless, you'll have to go again. 5 minutes remaining on the clock in this session. As Karzan makes his presence known to the world. Well, to the world, I mean 5 people. Welcome to you all. You're all troopers. You are the mass exodus of, well, I wouldn't say mass exodus. 24,000 people are watching that other thing, which is a shame. I mean, to be fair, we've had we're not mentioning the thing. Actually, I may have mentioned it at the start. Oops. Kaikes coming around Degners. Degners, or Degner 1 and 2. Do they call it Degner or the Degner curves, or the Degners? Answers on a postcard, please. Calquez makes his way towards the spoon. Now, I know he wasn't born with a silver spoon in his mouth. No one here was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, except Mazepin in this track. But will be born with vampire teeth on Sunday. He goes a little bit on the grass there. Oh, AMS is no, AMS, I thought someone went at the top. I'm sorry. Lance Stroll moment there, I do apologise. Calquez, oh my goodness me, that was a horrendous turn out of the final turn. That has ruined his lap completely. I do not know what happened there. But that ruined his lap, as we see Karzan currently on a lap. Or Karzan. Please let me know how you say it. The Alpine, of course, the newest addition to the F1 brand. Well, Renault, but you know, still. No Dra tonight, because he doesn't feel like winning, I think. Dra XRL. No Dra. Karzan, 7th in the championship, so really it's the battle of the top 4. It could go anyone's way tonight. As Karzan goes, well, unfortunately 14th. J Raby is on softs for once, but if he cannot set a faster time and remains in the top 10, he will start on the mediums, because you have to start the tyre you set your fastest lap in this session. 10 viewers, welcome to you all. 10 viewers. Am I allowed to put that up? Of course! Unless you've been banned. Highly doubt that happened though. No. The only thing was Nurshik's 5-second time penalty from last week was removed. Who is setting a lap? Kill Bill, which he'll probably be doing if he doesn't get a good result in this race. Currently in 5th, coming around the first corner, it's speed, my goodness. As James W just gets out of the way for, and Bowers has spun off at the S-curves and is still struggling to get back on track. He needs to get on soon, and Calquez has had enough of this session. How much time we got left? 40? Yeah, he's not going to get round. Bowers is not going to get round. He will be starting in the bottom 7. Karzan has retired from the session by the looks of it, as AMS, the second in the championship behind his teammate, looking to try and somehow keep his pole position. J Raby on a lap now, as some of the drivers have went to the side. Vicky has come out of the pits. That will be the session over for both of them, because they're never going to get a lap in. Obviously time is up. Time up for Bowers. He will not be setting a lap. James Dovey is not setting a lap. Kill Bill did not cross the line in time to set another lap, so his session is done. Oh, Davey W's went fastest. I completely missed that. I was so focused on all the other drivers, I forgot Davey W was there. Davey W, the man to beat then, as AMS comes around Spoon Curve. Sorry about that. But here he comes through 130R. That's a horrible camera angle. Get rid of it. Coming through the final corner. Can AMS get one up on ABW? Yes, he can! But can he hold it together? Moritz Hay still on a lap. 3rd in the championship. Can he get pole position? No, he cannot. He has to settle for 3rd. J Raby's 5th. Now, who is coming through here? Volcano has invalidated, and he's got William behind him. Now, what has happened here? Has he been held up? Probably. Well, whatever it is, he remains in 4th. Davey W will not be setting another lap. AMS is on pole. Unless Mark Hanley, well, Mark Hanley can't pull something in the back. He's invalidated. So it's AMS, Davey W, Mart Hay, William Vishore, who is a reserve, and Jay Raby. The top 4 are in the top 5. Top 4 in the championship are top 5 for the race. William Vishore playing as spoiler, so it's not going to be a championship top 4 in the top 4, but still, this gives us a lot of hype for the race. Mark Hanley, please retire. Please? Pretty please? I've got a wife and 25 kids and I need to take care of them, and this is not helping. I'm just joking, I don't have a wife and 25 kids. If I did, I wouldn't be doing this. Well, I'd have to do it for money, but I'm not doing that. As you see, what am I talking about? As we see, the lineup for the race: AMS, Davey, Marte, Willem, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, J. Raby, Volcano, Kill Bill, Nurse Shit, Cal says, James, Dovey, Bowers, Heavy T, Mark Hanley's, Carzan, Vicky, Lolo, and Tambar. These 3 not setting a time. So, let's get to it. The race. Bless me. Bless me. Bless me. Sorry about that. Now, some facts about Suzuka. This track was originally built as a testing site by Honda in 1962. That is an actual fact. It was designed to originally be a test track for Honda cars. It celebrates its 60th anniversary next year. So it was opened 25 years before its first F1 race. 27 laps are going to be completed around here, around this 5.8 kilometer circuit and change. The fastest lap ever is by the fastest lap in a race, I believe, is actually no, that might be wrong. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a bit outdated. The distance to grid to turn 1 is around 400 meters. So imagine just being Michael Johnson running down to the front straight. No match for these cars. Let's see all the tyres. Of course, all the bottom 7 except Bowers, who thinks he's in the top 10. Well, he's going to have fresh tyres. He's got fresh softs, so that might help him try and make some moves on the first lap. Because, of course, the top 10 are going to be on used softs. You have to use the exact tyre, not the compound. The exact tyre you set your fastest lap in. No exceptions. Reminder, points are very crucial in every one of these final 5 races. So it's going to be a good old scrap around Suzuka. Of course, we were supposed to be here a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, stupid pandemic and the low vaccination rate of Japan, not blaming anyone, by the way, led to the race being cancelled despite having the Olympics. I know, weird. But we'll hopefully be there next year in 2022. Because this is one of the best tracks, Suzuka. And of one of the best countries in the world, Japan. Always been very clean streets, very polite. Very cute, and that's no lie. It is very cute. They love their cute stuff. And speaking of cute stuff, here come the 17 cars. And the cute Aston Martin. Followed by a cute Williams and a McLaren, all ending up on the grid. And we get a nice cockpit view, front view there. Under the hood of Moritz Hay, playing the role of Lando Norris today. Or maybe Daniel Ricciardo. Still can't believe he won this season. That's a horrible angle. Give me something better, please. That's a nice view. Jay Raby raring to go. He wants to extend his championship lead, and it's going to be very crucial in this race. Let's wait for the lights. Fans eagerly waiting for the action to begin. 5 red lights on the board! Off you go! Oh no, Vicky has had a horrible start. Is he even at the wheel? We'll have to ask them about that. I don't think he is. As they come around the first corner, it looks like DVW's taken the lead. Yes, he has! I had to take the board off so you know what's happened. AMS has lost another position. Oh, Williams gone! Williams gone! And he's... Oh dear, there's a big crash behind him. There's a big crash behind him. I couldn't see who. It's gone all over the place. It's involved James Dovey and Vicky, who has got going. And it's a virtual safety car. Might be upgraded to a full safety car. Looking at the damage on the track, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, Williams spun out and it eventually got collected by, I believe it was James Dovey. Kill Bill has lost his entire front wing. He will definitely be pitting. It is just a virtual safety car. And Willem getting through Kill Bill. Now, I'm not sure if he got past illegally or something, but anyway, seems to have let him off. But this means Volcano has jumped into the top 5 and is in the mix with the championship contenders. Volcano is 10th in the championship with 29 points and his best finish of 4th in China, just next door to Japan. Well, sorta. Still on the virtual safety car conditions as we wait for them to continue. And the safety car is off and DVW runs away. Nurshik, Tambar, Kill Bill and actually that's all 3 of them. They are all pit, changing wing for Nurshik, changing wing for Tambar, and Tambi of course is getting his wing changed. Oh, it magically reappeared! This game speaks volumes about physics in real life. Kill Bill is at the back of the field. Vicky started last and he's already up to 14th. He is 2.5 seconds behind James Dovey. Not much battling going on, and that's typical for the first few laps, because of course no DRS until lap number 3. AMS and DVW, your top 2 right now as it stands. I do believe DVW would lead the championship by 1 point. You get 16 for a win, 12 for second, 10 for third, 8 for fourth, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for 5th to 10th respectively. And the bonus point if you get the fastest lap and you finish in the top 10. DRS is now enabled as they all cross the line in unison, setting purple laps. Moritz trying to get closer to the action. He really wants to get involved. He is in 3rd in the championship, and for a win here, he will get the lead of the championship, except that Jarebe finishes in 2nd. Then he would lead the championship by 1 point. But if Moritz Hay were to also get the fastest lap, he would tie, but would have the lead on countback with victories. That is unless he doesn't win. He's within 5 points. Oh, he goes wide at the first Degner. That's not going to help him anywhere. He's going to lose some time to AMS. DRS will not... Well, the only place DRS can happen is on the front stretch, as I said before. Of course, we can't do it through 130R. That is a hazardous area to do it. Huge safety hazard because you'd probably spin off because you've got all the drag and you've not got much grip around the corners with DRS on. This has been proven back when you could use DRS outside of the DRS zones in practice and qualifying. You cannot, and you can only do it in the DRS zones, which is probably fair enough. Gap between the top two, 7 tenths, 6 tenths perhaps. Of course, some of the drivers on mediums making their way up. Willem is already up to 10th after that horrendous start. He's already up to 10th. Now, actually, I don't believe he pitted. He didn't have any damage, but he should consider himself lucky. Already up to 10th after that first lap spin. As we see the top two coming close now, the gap 4 tenths. J-Ray Bay also close to Volcano, as Lolo has made the move on Karzan for 11th. J-Ray Bay really needs to get out of the field. He's behind outsider Volcano. Volcano not in the championship title fight at all. If he wants to get some points, he needs to get him now and make some moves. He's really getting impatient, and there's a car off. It's falling but sure again. He falls victims to the S's for the second time tonight, and this time he's definitely lost his front wing. He will have to pit. Let's have a news flash with the top two. Ventura's got another penalty. Well, the first penalty. So, gap is 4.5 tenths. Now, AMS needs to make sure he stays behind Davey W, and he will get the DRS. And he will try and make that move. And Davey W says, no, you're not having that. I'm going to make you stay in second for the whole race. But will he? AMS has a good chance to make a move now. Lap number 5 about to begin. You see on board, you can see he's going to use all of his electric power. Well, as much of it as he can. Getting very close to Davey, but not enough to justify making a move. But J. Raby, sorry if we missed that, has gone into the top 4. The top 4 in the championship are top 4 in a race. Meanwhile, we see Bowers right behind Calkhead. Now both Hasses have a penalty. And in fact, Lolo's lost the position to Sarah Karzan. That's for 10th. But Shore has pitted for a new wing. It's a shame. He started in 4th. He showed some real promise, but it's went downhill since. Top 2 still at war. You want to be careful though, because if you make a mistake, that could ruin your title hopes. 5 rounds seems a lot of rounds, but believe me, they go past quick. And the weight of the points make it even more important. Running out of buzzwords, please help. My knowledge of the English language is horrendous. AMS! 3 tenths behind Davey W, now less than 3 tenths. Back up above 3 tenths. But this should give him enough room to make a move. Let's see if he can make a move out of here, the final corner once again. Lap number 6. Will AMS try and make a move right here? Let's find out. He's right up to Davey W. Is he going to get a move in time? He's going to go for the first corner. No, Davey W shuts the door. AMS goes on the outside and will have to yield once again. And he nearly loses it, but keeps the control out of the second corner. Davey W, a bit of swerve around the S curve. But Davey W holds the lead for now. But AMS doing very well to stay behind him, playing the waiting game around the S's. Now Degner 2. Oh, Davey W did not get a good exit out of the second Degner. As the car's off, I believe it's Sarah Karzan has just spun off. As they go around the hairpin, my goodness, he nearly goes into Davey W there. Now AMS still 3 tenths, just like last time. This is the closest battle on track for the meantime. All he's got to do is stay behind Davey and strike while the iron's hot. at the front stretch. Oh, he can do it now. He's coming very close. The gap is now less than 2 tenths. We've lost James Dovey. And AMS is going for a move up into 130R. They're side by side. He pushes DVW off the track. DVW falls behind, but that's a bit of a controversial move through 130R. Did AMS push Davey off the track? If he did, that might be looked at. But James Dovey, by the way, is out of the way, so DVW's on his own and has actually lost a lot of time to AMS. He's now 4 tenths behind as they head up into the S's. Bowers is 7th and chasing Caltez for 6th. Oh, that was not a good corner from Bowers. He's got to be very careful here, and we have another spinner. I do believe it's for sure again. He is really struggling. The Japanese do not make these tracks Mickey Mouse tracks. Believe me, this is no Monza, no Austria. This is Suzuka. It's very narrow, it's very testing, it's very tight. Got to be very careful everywhere you go. And I've got to commend the designers on it. It's what we love to see in Formula 1 and PSGL. Oh my god, he's not going to do it. Bauer's trying to make a move in the spoon curve, but Calzes shuts the door. It was a good attempt. He stays in 7th for now. Oh my god, he's actually made the move. Bowers still in 7th and Versure has spun off again. Meanwhile, the battle at top. DVW 2 tenths with an AMS, but no move can be made before the first corner. That is called first corner. Bowers has made the move on Calciad into turn number 1, and now Versure is out of the race. And what's this going to do? Is it a safety car? Yes, it is. It's a safety car. So, looks like we could be getting the pit stops now. But will we? So the pack will slow down, they will line up behind the safety car. And some of the drivers are pitting, Tambar and Kill Bill. I think they may be pitting, Tambar is pitted for mediums, Kill Bill also, as well as Nurshik. The question is, what is AMS going to do when he gets around? Is he going to stay on the soft? Highly doubt it. Maybe go on the... Can the mediums do 19 laps? Or a guy named Fred won that race we're talking about. Second place is a guy in a Mercedes. And third is a guy named David. That's all I'm saying. Of course, David Tennant was racing in this game. AMS pits, DVW pits, Mart Hay pits, J-Ray hits, and Volcano pits! As well as Bowers and Caltes. Why not? Everyone's pitting. I think we know what they're all going on. DVW's on the mediums. AMS is on the mediums. Marte's on the hards though. Meanwhile, Heavy T and Lolo have decided, screw the pits, we're staying out. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them. But Moritz Hayes on the hards. Is he hoping that the medium drivers get punctures? I highly doubt they'll get punctures, but you never know. He might have the better pace in the business end of the race. Because these mediums, of course, wear out more than the hards. of course, this race is the perfect time to have this livery used. Oh, Tambor, don't do that. It's a safety car. But yes, this is the perfect time to use this livery. I hope they keep it, even if they bring back the old one, please, just as an alternative. It would only be fair. Someone's waving an Indian flag. There are no Indian drivers on the grid, I'm sorry. Actually, it might be the flags relating to the drivers here. Maybe. Because there's a couple of Indian drivers in this. Vicky, I think. Oh no, not Vicky. Kill Bill Pandy. Of course, is from India. I believe we probably, if I'm right, we probably do have a couple of Australian drivers in this. But wherever we are all citizens of the world. So Heavy T will lead us off, and he has worn mediums. And a GP2 engine. Of course, Heavy T started in 12th. Lolo started in 16th. Heavy T is AI. Are you sure that's a good idea? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Using AI in a safety car is prohibited, correct? I wonder if anyone's watching this right now. We are just waiting for the last driver, Nushik, to make his way to the pack, and then we will get underway again. That's what we wait for here in PSGL. Remember, most of you who are watching this are not subscribed. Remember to please give this channel, if you're not already, a click on the subscribe button, and you can follow everything PSGL, all the streams, all the action. What the hell? Well, that happened. Nishik's making his way to the end of the field. I think that should mean we go racing again. Yes, it is. Safety car in this lap. Heavy T, who's yet to pit, will lead the field away, followed by Lolo, who is in the same scenario. Let's see how Heavy T handles this start. I'm going to turn the graphic off for a minute so you can get a better picture. When will he go? He's still going. There he goes! We go racing again! And there's a lot of action going on. The two McLarens are going to battle. Moritz Hay is right next to DBW, going into the first corner. And now Moritz Hay going after AMS, but he couldn't get it. And now he's being swarmed by DBW again, who's going on the inside of the S's. Oh my goodness me, that was a close one. And they're still going at it. Still going at it. Going into the Dunlop curve. DBW holds on to 4th. Somehow. So net second place held onto by DBW for in the meantime. By the way, where has Jarabe gone? He's went onto the hards. I completely did not notice that. But now Jarabe going on the outside, and was he trying to make a move on Bowers? But it definitely did not work. Meanwhile, Lolo and AMS going side by side into the spoon curve, and AMS gets the move into second place. Net first still, but he wants to get into the lead as fast as possible. Heavy T struggling on those warm mediums. It's a matter of time until AMS makes the move. When will that be? That is a question. But Lolo getting up close to AMS again. He wants the position back perhaps, but he's definitely not going to go for it there. No DRS until lap number 13, because of course we've just had a safety car. Davey W trying to make a move on Lolo. Going on the inside. Surely he has made the move. Yes, he has. Meanwhile, oh no! J-Rebe and Caltes have a big collision and there's a lot of debris. J-Rebe has lost his front wing and there's Mark Hanley into the wall. Caltes makes a move on J-Rebe, a brave one I have to say, through the S's, but this is the worst case scenario for J-Rebe. The championship leader is way down in 11th place. It's going to be 12th in a minute because, oh, Caltes is gone. Caltes is gone. He's crashed at Dunlop Curve. Or just before that, right there he is. Mark Hanley's lost his entire front wing. Absolute pandemonium at the back. J-Rebe, the championship leader, has fallen right back to the back. Oh, and now Tambar's been punted off by Nurshik. And this is just getting crazier and crazier. J-Rebe and Nurshik going side by side. Up into, my goodness, now the banging wheels. J-Rebe goes off the track again. And J-Rebe is having the worst time of his life right now. The championship leader could be about to lose his lead. This rings alarm bells into AMF's helmet. He's just made the move for the lead. Now, can he keep it? If he does, then that could be him in a great spot here for the championship. As they go side by side, Martz, Hay and Lolo down the front stretch. Bowers and Vicky also going down at 2. Five-way battle for 4th. As they come into the first corner, Martz Hay is past Lolo, and Davey W. Heavy T has spun. Heavy T is spun, and that's the last thing he wanted. He's ghosted, do not worry, guys. But that's him out of the equation now, and Vicky has front wing damage. He's lost his entire front wing, and he's went off into the gravel. This is not good for Vicky, a late entrant into this race, and Tamborg doing well to dodge that. Kill Bill gets passed by Heavy, who just spun. He's already making up the places as he goes. I get knocked down, but I get up again, just like Chumbawamba. Heavy T is right now. I do believe J-Rebe is trundling on. I do believe he did lose his end plate though. Actually no, I think he's actually pit. Is he? Yeah, he had to pit because he was right next to Nurshik. And Nurshik is now 28 seconds down. He must have made a pit stop. So it's all going wrong for J-Rebe, but his teammates living the dream at the moment, in the lead by 9/10. And a win here will give him a huge lead, perhaps. At this rate, he will have a 7-point lead in the championship. Could be more if the others make a mistake. But if Davey W takes the lead from AMS, then he'll have the championship lead by 1 point. I believe Vicky is coming to retire. Alright, he's not retiring, he's just getting a new set. Of course, he is sped in the pit lane though, so that is a 5-second penalty. Bowers on Volcano, right behind Lolo, who is on worn tyres. They're just waiting to pounce. Enjoying the comments. Thank you very much, Abstraction. I feel like I don't try sometimes, which is not a great mindset to have. But anyway, Bowers right on the back of Volcano, who is on the right of the back of Lolo. Now, will there be any moves coming out to Spoon Curve? Volcano have the peak at the Haas driver, both in white for this week. Coming through 130R, Bowers has dropped back a bit. Oh, very close is Volcano to Lolo. Oof, took a lot of curb there. But will he make a move? He might as well have to strike now. Heavy T's got a penalty. And Volcano makes the move, and he erupts! The crowd erupts! And he goes into 4th. Oh, struggling on those hards. Oh, they're not hards, they're medium, sorry. They look like white tyres for there. a minute. Bowers has got through. I think Lolo's conceded the position. He doesn't want to get involved any further. Oh dear! Karzan had a horrible crash into the S's, and that's the end of his race. And is that... That's not a safety car? I'm surprised that's not a safety car because... Oh, when Lolo's went off the track. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that's not a safety car. That was a dangerous one. Meanwhile, AMS. Oh, it is a safety car! It is a safety car. So, that's going to change things once again. And Lolo is out. Now, he's retired on track, which I do believe is prohibited in the rules, which may get him a qualifying ban or a penalty for his next race. I do believe that is how the rules are. But I will have to recheck my sources if that is correct or incorrect. So another safety car, they will line up behind the safety car once again, and Bowers is out. What happened to Bowers? Has he had an incident? Or has he just had enough? I don't know what happened there, but that's the end of Bowers. He was in 6th at the moment. But no, he's out. So Volcano, Heavy T, and Tamper Pitted. Heavy T going on the softs though. And he's made a move past... actually, that's Bowers. That's the retired car. So he is allowed to make a move there. Penalties, 3 seconds for Heavy T. Vicky, 8 seconds. And Vicky's got another penalty. He's sped in the pit lane again. He has to watch his speed going into the pits, or that will be a penalty. He's served that 5-second penalty, and he's going on a new set of softs. Now, I assume the top 3 are not going to pit. I'm not sure. Jirabe has stayed out. Jirabe's been brought back into this by the safety car. But I have to say, they're all very spread out. At this rate, Jirabe may still be championship leader. That's an interesting point, by the way. Tambar's just pit, so Jirabe is now into 7th. Tambar, I think that's how you say it. Tambar, who is in the Red Bull. Here comes Nurshik. He's come out ahead of Nurshik. So 8th for him. This will be interesting to watch though. Heavy T on the softs. Very interesting strategy. Tambar has spun. He's only just pit and he's already spun. That's the last thing you want to be doing. Luckily he doesn't lose any places, but that's a bit of an embarrassment. Caught on camera. Yep, you're on candid camera, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out. Beetle's about. Watch out. Who remembers Jeremy Beale? Let's be honest. None of these guys will, but I remember there was a VHS of You've Been Framed, and it had Jeremy Beadle's a host. What an absolute legend he was. But unfortunately, life is sad. And he died of illness, I believe. I think. And he was only, what, 61 or something? It was sad. Oh yes, win Beadle's money. Oh, it was only 59 when he died, jeez. Alright, anyway. Enough talking about British celebrities and television. It's time for the resumption. Safety car in this lap. AMS has a lot riding on his shoulders. He holds the lead, he leads the championship. That's all he has to do. Unless Jirabe tries to get involved. He leads the field. DVW really anxious to get on going. He's right next to him. Jeez. Alright, he's off. We're back underway here at Suzuka. 10 laps to go. And immediately Moritz Hay is waiting no time to try and make a move on DVW. He goes around the outside, getting into the first corner. But he's cut off by DVW. He has to wait for longer. Meanwhile, Heavy T's getting to work right now. He's going to try and get the heavy metal out of the way with Volcano in front of him, but he cannot seem to make it even though he has the grip advantage in the S's. It'd be a brave move if he makes it, but he's not going to make it right now. Meanwhile, AMS has much better pace in the S's. He already 1.1 seconds ahead of DVW. This is not what DVW wants. This is what nobody in a championship fight apart from AMS wants. Kill Bill in fourth. He's doing very well to hang on. He's on a lap longer than AMS and DVW. Meanwhile, Tambar has lost ninth to Mark Ainley. Trying to get it back though. Side by side through the S's. Not the S's, sorry, the big curve before spoon curve. Tambar goes around the outside. Oh, and Mark Ainley looks like he got clipped there. Vicky's going to make a move and for the points. And there he goes. Into 10th he goes. Our late entrant, our late bloomer, has showed up into the points. But now this is the crucial battle. Heavy T versus the world. He has the tyre advantage. Can he make the moves? He won't get DRS here. Remember, that's next lap. Not this or the last. Gosh, look how fast they come through there. Like bullet trains. Well, they pretty much are. This is the bullet train here. But it's starting to break away. 1.6 seconds. His tyre conservation is fantastic. That is why he's got so much grip out of the S-curves. So fair dues to AMS. And this is not helping DVW. Moritz Hay might be conserving his tyres much better than DVW. I think that may be the case. Moritz Hay's going to the outside on hard tyres. But no move made there. I actually lose a bit of time going for that gambit. Volcano right on the back of Kill Bill. Can he kill Bill and take fourth? Over the hill. Not yet, but you never know. Considering there's 9 laps to go. Well, 8 after this one. Two tenths is the gap between second and third. This is, once again, crucial for the championship. I know I keep saying it, but 2 seconds in 2 laps is the gap between AMS and DVW. Moritz Hay doesn't need DRS, he's going for the move now. Oh my goodness me, he nearly runs into DVW. That could have been catastrophic. As Tambar has spun around at the first corner. He might have been clipped by Vicky by looking at it, but that's him down out of the points now. Only one of these drivers is not going to finish in the points. Who will it be? I don't want to answer that question. Heavy T still struggling to find some place to pass Volcano on these soft tyres. Oh, he goes right into the Degner, nearly hitting the Volcano. Trying to cause a volcanic eruption of sorts. Heading into the hairpin, but the lava isn't flowing just yet for Volcano. The floor is not lava. Well, when the gravel is lava, definitely. Maybe the curbs too, considering this game. Four tenths is the gap between Heavy T and Volcano, but it doesn't seem like it's going to drop. But it could, going into DRS. He will have the DRS, but so will Volcano. Marty right up close to Davey W. AMS still running away with it. Looks like the championship lead could be his. But now let's see what develops between these two foes. Both championship contenders. Marty goes to the outside on his hard tires. And into the first corner they go. He takes second place from Davey W. And now he's on for 12 points. And 6 points behind AMS. Davey W will be 3 points behind, and there's a car's gone off there. It's Kill Bill. Ah, what a shame. I do believe he has end plate damage. Yes, he does. End plate damage for Kill Bill. That's not good. And Nurshik has fallen down to 11th. So he's out of the point. Heavy T now up into 5th. With those soft tires, he's got to make some moves though. I think Davey W's really struggling with his tire conservation. He hasn't conserved it as well as the other two. Sometimes you just got to be conservative around some tracks. But now Moritz Hay, if these tires have neutralized, Moritz Hay is in for a shot. And if he gets this championship lead, if he gets the lead of this race and wins the race, he will take the championship lead. Very likely he does. But only if he can pass AMS, and he needs to charge now. He's currently just under 2 seconds. As Nurshik has spun again, he's lost his entire front wing. Moritz Hayes set the fastest lap of the race. That's a telling sign. He is coming for AMS for the win. You're old enough to remember James. Okay. Meanwhile, 2/3 of a second is the gap between Volcano and Heavy T. Heavy T on 5 lap softs. Are they sufficient enough to make some moves? Has he got the grip? Has he got the guts? Is he going to get the glory? Oh dear, that was not a good Dunlop curve. J. Raby licking his lips. He wants that 5th place. This is crucial. He needs to get recouping some losses here if he wants to reduce the deficit, because AMS is very likely going to take this win unless Martz plays spoiler. Gap now 4 tenths. I think Heavy T is starting to struggle on these tires. Has he burned them out too much? Look at, he's losing a lot of time to Volcano, and he's losing a lot of gap to J. Ray Bay. He's still getting very close now, under 3 tenths. Under 3 tenths. Surely it's inevitable now. They come out of the final corner. What moves are going to be made? Looks like Heavy T's recouped his losses. He's right behind Volcano, but Volcano also has DRS. Look at how determined he is to hold on to 5th. Why are we seeing these camera angles? Come on, show the action! Sorry. What's worse, this or the Monaco director? Answers on a postcard. Tambar has lost the position to Mark Ainley and the point. 3 tenths separating J. Raby and Heavy T. Under 3 tenths now. Oh, they're bumping right through Degner. Remember, Heavy T has a penalty, and so does Moritz Hay, in fact. And he's losing time to AMS. AWS is one of these sponsors. And this penalty may be crucial for the championship. So he's got to be careful. J-Raby right behind Heavy T now. He senses a move coming on. Not going to make a move through 130R. Shame. I wanted to see a Fernando-esque move through there. But look at this. Side-by-side battle through 130R? No. But Tambar into 8th. Half a second separates J-Raby and Heavy T, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be making a move. Nope, 4 laps to go. Marte starting to gain ground on AMS, but remember that penalty will be the deciding factor. As it stands, he will fall down to 6th, and that will not help him in any way. At this rate, actually maybe not. Heavy T's started to lose some time, and so has J-Raby. In fact, actually, oh, Heavy T's had a horrible first Degna turn, but still holding on to 5th for now. Set the fastest lap, Kill Bill Pandy. As we continue, Heavy T are very wide, but J-Raby on the inside. Is that a strategic move? Perhaps it is. He's going to try and get past it before the spoon. What was the response Heavy's got? Back wheels. Heavy T is off the track, and J-Raby is into 5th. And now he can start charging, and he needs to charge if he wants to get past Moritz. Hey, he needs to be within 3 seconds. There are your penalties right now. I think the softs are starting to wear out. How's EMS doing though? Doing very fine indeed. 1.7 seconds a gap, so pretty much all he has to do is bring it home. J-Raby on a mission. He's not got long though. Volcano on very fresh mediums, much fresher than all the other drivers. He's trying to get into the mix too. 7 tenths behind Davey W. He's trying to play spoiler here. Interesting to see what he can do. Kill Bill currently on an extra point, I do believe. Yes, if Kill Bill can hold on to the fastest lap, he will get an extra point. Action starting to calm down. Kill Bill has spun. And this is crucial because he wants that fastest lap point in addition to the regular point you get for finishing 10th. But now the gap's starting to fall between Moritz and Davey. This is not a good situation for Moritz to be in. I'm going to turn the leader on now. As you can see, J-Raby is within 3 seconds, well he was, of Moritz Hay. And he could get 4th from this. So that's something to watch out for. I think that's the only one that matters now, the penalties. 1.6 seconds the gap, really it's 4.6 considering that 3-second penalty is taken into account. AMS driving fantastically. Vicky is out. Oh, what a shame, he's not going to get a point. He will not score any points, what a shame. Oh gee, Pete, Kill Bill, keep it together. So all Kill Bill and Urshik need to do is pass Vicky to take a point, because they are within 90% of race distance. They are above 90%, so they are now eligible for points, and it's their 10 remaining. They'll all get points. So there's Kill Bill above the threshold, and Urshik also above the threshold. So they're all guaranteed points now. As AMS starts the final lap, not much to worry about for him, no DRS behind him. Volcano is the only one with DRS. but he's not making any advancement towards Davey W. Looks like it's going to be... Actually, I'm going to have to check the leader. Yeah, it looks like J-Rabe is losing ground, but so is AMS. The gap between him and Moritz is 1.1 seconds. Is he starting to lose grip on these tyres? Even if Moritz Hay passes him, he'll still win the race because of that 3-second penalty, of course. He's probably just taking it easy. He doesn't want to make any stupid mistakes, any schoolboy errors that would cost him the victory. So, can respect that. Unfortunately, Rodrigo, I do not speak Portuguese, so unless you use Google Translate, I cannot understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. But meanwhile, AMS, who got pole position, who had a big chance to take the championship lead, is about to do what he came to do. Take his lead away from his teammate, J-Rabe. AMS wins in Suzuka and takes the championship lead. Davey W gets second. Volcano gets a great third. Moritz will have to settle for fourth. J-Rabe in the fifth. Heavy T is in sixth. Tambar seventh. Mark Ainley is going to get 8th. And unless he and Nashik get a fastest lap, I do believe the fastest lap will go to Kel Bell, so he'll get 3 points, not 2. So win-win situation for Kel Bell, that would be. And I do believe he is a reserve, so well done. Not bad for reserve's first race, a points finish. I'd happily take that every day. Well done, Bill. Don't think that's his name, but you know. Well done. And Nurshik, he will settle for a point. After start, well, he did start 8th, but you know, Kilbell started 7th. Tambar started at the back and got 7th, so fair play to him. Oh, thank you, Tom. Thank you. Sorry, I was just... It's not trying to be offensive or anything. I was focusing on the race. Sorry. I'm in Brazil and I want to participate with you. Of course. If you join the PSGL Discord, which I do believe is down in the description. Remember, just follow the Twitter page. It's PremierSimGL at PremierSimGL. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we also have a website, so check that out. But join the Discord if you can. I think there is a Discord on the YouTube site somewhere. So, it's Aston Martin that wins again, but it is AMS that not only takes the victory, but the championship lead as well. My goodness me. So AMS will now be on 85 points. Davey W, now this is professional by the way, Davey W on 78. Volcano, we're not going to matter about him, he's not in the title race, no offence. Marte with that 4th will be on 75. J-Rabe will be tied at 78 with Davey W. And I do believe Davey W will have the nod as he has 2 wins to J-Rabe's 1. There's the rest of the results. And of course we don't talk about Tra because he wasn't here this week. I think. I do believe there's only 1 Alpine. That was Karzan, who is a regular driver. Nice civil conversations going on in the chat. Love to see it. Yes, well done all. Even though there are some incidents, I'm sure it was mostly a clean race. A nice clean race, love to see it. Don't mind a little argy-bargy, but of course, keep it clean. Of course, there may be investigations that could change the order, but we will have to see about that. Our Schick has got his first point of the season, by the way, so good for him. Alright, I won't be able to do interviews today, unfortunately. I've got somewhere to be, unfortunately. But I do like to thank everyone for watching this. It's been a blast. Of course, hopefully our regular commentator will be back for F12 next week. Actually, no, not next week. Because, of course, there is some other race going on, which you'll not mention. Because you should know what it is anyway. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with our race in Mexico. Of course, the Mexican race in Mexico City. So stay tuned for that. Until next time though, I hope you've enjoyed this race. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow our Twitter and join the Discord. You can compete in PSGL with one of these guys. You never know what could come your way. Put in the training, you could be there. Until next time though, I will see you next time on PSG.